state has different rules and regulations, everything else. But the predictions are in. There's a couple of predictions which you're probably already hearing already. Now, once again, don't get offended by this, because the reason why we're here is to learn and take and see what's happening in the market and applying it what the predictions are, and then trade off it, because certain stocks are going to move others, some than others. So we're going to be back here on Wednesday at 4 o'clock also to see how those predictions worked out. But I know it's going to be really exciting. So hopefully your party will do well. Hopefully we don't have any sore losers. I know we have all different types of, people, political beliefs here in the trading room, but we do not tolerate any policies, political beliefs in the trading room. We are the same party, and we're a party of traders. So anyway, the prediction that I just heard is that they are expecting that the Republicans are going to win the House. It's 237 by 198, a net gain of 26, which is actually a lot. And they're expecting them to win the Senate 51 to 49, which we all know you only need one. Right now it's tied with, plus you have the vice president that can make up the difference. But it seems like they're going to get so far a net one. It could be as high as a net 3. But that's what they're predicting on that. Now, if that's the case, that's a very, very big jump, because when you have the House and you have the Senate run by one party, obviously the purse is run by the House, and then and the Senate runs a lot of all the the judges and confirmations and stuff like that. So it could put a lot of pressure on the president, which you have a Democratic president. So you've all seen what it's like to have a one-party system. Now you're going to have a one-party, House and Congress, and you're going to see how it's going to work with the presidency. So with that said, there are a couple of stocks that are moving because of some of the predictions that are in. Now there's some stocks that are already, as of right now, benefiting from it. You're probably seeing in the trading room, and some of them are getting crushed. So let me just go. Oops, sorry if I hit the recorder. So here's our stocks of predictions that we have. We have them right here in our watch list right here. All right. And we're going to go through them. So the first stock I want to point out is I want to talk about President Trump's company that he owns. We've been watching this stock early this morning. Predictions are he's going to make an announcement that he's going to be running for president. He didn't want to do it until after the midterms, but there's rumors have it that he is, and you could see the stock is up 69%. Now, once again, if you love Trump, if you hate Trump, you despise him, you think he's the best president ever, it's irrelevant. But if you were in a stock, no matter how much you hate him, if you could make 67% on a stock over in one day, there's a lot of reasons why you would jump into it. Now, not only that, but there's another stock that's also trades side by side with it, is PHUN. This is another stock that obviously is trading very similar, that President Trump, his son, Don Jr. owns a piece of it. And that stock is obviously did pretty well. It's up 37%, very cheap stock. A lot of you guys remember this when the company went public. This stock literally went all the way from $1 to about $25. And DWAC ran, you remember from here, it ran from like $10 all the way to $170. There are warrants. W, you could see the warrant did pretty well. I think there's a U. No, because there's another warrant. Yeah, U is another one. DWACU, that's another one. So we're going to keep an eye on it. If the rumors are true, you obviously buy on rumors, sell on news. Usually when companies, when they do come out with news, they'll probably back off. But as of right now, it's probably a short squeeze. Now, we all know the difference between politics regarding what the Democrats stand for and the Republicans stand for. So there's a couple of stocks over here I want to keep an eye on. Obviously, you could see that, well, these stocks are getting crushed. But a couple of energy stocks, oil stocks are doing pretty well. I got them right here. So you could see here, let me just blow this up so you can see a little bigger. So when President Biden took office, you could see right here in January, the stock went up, and you could see a lot of these stocks got destroyed due to a couple of rules that he passed. And, and everyone's like, oh, he's going to destroy Florida. He's going to, oil and everything. And you could see how a lot of them took a big hit. But then obviously you could see with the pricing of oil what happened. And you heard that Biden was blaming that, these corporate guys oil companies are making a lot of money. Well, you could see after going all the way down to $5 and go all the way to 50, they're doing pretty well. And they're actually having a big run up so far this morning. You could see Oxy, same thing. They all trade exactly the same. They got crushed when he came into office. You could see how they came all the way back down to 10. Now they're up after a year and a half. They're up to 80. Hess, same thing. Down, it dropped from 60, got crushed, went down to 30. It's almost breaking all-time highs. Stock is almost past $150. It's at 145 right now. BTU also, same thing, doing pretty well. And actually, on the short term, BTU is doing really, really well. So a lot of these energy stocks and oil stocks. So we know that President Biden, you heard him on TV. He said that he's stopping all drilling. Okay. And then back then we were oil independent. Now we're not oil independent. He stopped all the drilling. And regardless of stopping it, these companies still going to make money because they do business around the world. And you could see how they've done very well because of the price of oil, where it's going. So that's obviously been a profit. Now, personally, what I think is going to happen, from what I could see, if president is still there. Okay, it's not a Republican president. So if it was a Republican president, or if the House could put pressure on the president, then these stocks might be short because they could bring down and start drilling here in America. And obviously now you're going to be and see what happened when Trump was in office. These stocks might be a good short. Okay. So that's the one thing that's going to probably take a little time as a swing trade. Now, a couple of the stocks are doing pretty well. You can see the market's up 400 points. We had a hell of a rally after taking that really, really big haircut. But you could see a lot of these stocks obviously doing pretty well. Which we call Boeing's doing well. Boeing does a lot of military. They're doing pretty well. Home Depot's probably doing well because of the hurricane, and also there's another hurricane coming to Florida, which Marie, I know you just brought up. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And those are the two stocks. Now, let's look down what's the big losers are going to be. So we all know that they passed this Inflation Act, whatever they call it, Inflation Reduction Act. And a lot of it did go to the Green New Deal, certain things. But let's go look and see what's going to happen now regarding about electric stocks. Look at NEO. NEO's getting crushed right now, okay? Look at, actually, right here. Look at Tesla. Tesla's getting beat up, all right? Now, remember, the market is up 430 points. This is not a coincidence that when you look at every single EV stock, LU, getting beat up. Look where the highs are. Okay, we had when Biden came into office, the stock was at 15. Look how beautiful, at the 50. Now look at, they're getting very beat up. They all started going down around October. On XPEV, same thing. Gas stocks getting crushed. RIVN, another stock, was up in this $170 price range. Look where it is now, down to 31. Workhorse, I think this was the company that Vice President Harris was talking about, the electric buses. Well, this is what this company does. You could see stock did phenomenal when he came into office. Stock went from $2, shot to 40. Now it's all the way back down to 2, and it's still going down. You can see them, all of them are down. FSR, Fisker, another EV company, getting crushed. Nikola was 87. It's down to $2.30. LCID, look at, they're all down. Every one of these EV stocks are down. GOEV, another one, all down. Now, one last thing I want you to point out. With the EVs, we talked about this today. What else is next? Charging stations. Remember charging stations? When Biden came in office, these things were great. Everyone thought that we're going to have them all over the place. Stock went from $2 to $60. Huge winner, okay? Now look where it is now, down to 12. It's down on the day. Remember, the market's up 400 points. Why are these things down? Okay, ChargePoint, same thing, up to $35. Now it's all the way down, almost in the single digits, down to 11. Another stock down 5%. So once again, depending if the predictions are correct, and if they are saying that the Republicans will own the House and the Senate, you could see probably this could continue to happen. You might get, once again, buy rumors, sell on news. You could probably see a little bit of a short covering. You could see profit taking on some of these stocks, but you could start seeing how it's already starting to come. People don't really like, they like to position themselves before they come effect. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen on Wednesday when we get back and we're in the trading room and see how these things move on. All right. Now, anything that anyone want to share with me regarding about what should happen due to the elections? Anyone have any questions? Yeah, Raymond, yes, the DWACW is that other one, that warrant. And you can see right now, they're the two biggest percentage gainers in the NASDAQ market, the DWAC, DWACW, and the U. The bond market. So the bond market obviously is also taking you can see the TLT is taking a very big hit. It's down to 93. It's down on the day while everything else is going up. So, I mean, I don't trade this stock, so I don't know too much about it. So, Gregory, I can't really kind of comment on it. All right. But it is more of a ETF. Okay. All right. So there are the predictions. That's what you got to focus on. Now go out there and vote. Okay. And make sure you tell your friends to vote. It should be an exciting one. And we'll see. I probably think might be a little bit slow tomorrow. I mean, listen, if we get a stock like this that happened today, like Virtue, we always find that $9 stock going all the way to about 16. What a huge winner, right? What a great stock, trading early this morning. What a great fun stock. They're going to still be out there. A lot of these big runners, the Tupper lady did great today. That thing ran from like $4 all the way to $5. They're going to be out there. We'll still find them. So obviously, first part of business is going out there and trading what's in the big percentage gainers, and we'll focus on, the stocks that might be affected with the stocks. All right. No problem, everyone. Welcome, Grant, Larry, same thing. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow bright and early in the CyberGroup room. Listen, if you're new here to cyber trading, you're a trial member. I know we had a lot of people that signed up on all week last week. We have hundreds of you that registered. Please make sure, take the class very seriously. Talk to education advisor. Don't trade anything that we're trading in the trading room. This is a trading room, not a teaching room. And talk to education advisor so he can kind of prepare you what to expect so you can make this the best experience as possible. So hopefully we can make you one of our traders and you can be part of this family. All right, everyone? Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you back here in the morning.